Development in Python and Go from start to finish. And you won't just learn the ins and outs of programming. You'll also be earning XP, gaining achievements, advancing through levels, and completing quests to compete for a top spot on the global leaderboard. And that's because the entire platform is made to feel just like an RPG, so that you won't get bored and instead find yourself actually wanting to come back to learn more. Boot.dev doesn't want you to feel overwhelmed either. They believe in going deep and taking as much time as you need on the fundamentals so that you'll actually feel confident that you've learned something new. And if you ever happen to get stuck, you can quickly view solutions for each programming challenge or chat in their active Discord server for help. On top of all that, they offer a 30-day no questions asked refund policy, and if you sign up through the link below and use code MichaelMJD at checkout, you'll get 25% off your first purchase. So be sure to check them out, and huge thanks again to Boot.dev for making this video possible. Now, while this is installing, I figured I would address the few comments that I received on the previous video that pointed out that, like, hey man, you're using the release build, why didn't you try out the nightly build? Well, here's the thing. I kind of mentioned this in the video. I guess I could have gone into more detail about it, but the reason why I wanted to try out the latest release build is because although it is from 2021, it is still the most prominently featured build on the website. You know, if you go there, there's a big old download button for ReactOS 0.4.14, and they even call it the latest and greatest, which apparently is not accurate because, I mean, although it's the latest release build, there are nightly builds that are newer than it, and apparently it's not the greatest either because I got comments from people saying that these nightly builds are actually more stable, they have more bug fixes in them than the release build, which kind of surprised me because
Hi, welcome back. This is going to be an overview of VirtualBox virtualization. Hopefully, just give you a basic overview of what VirtualBox can do, and I think it's a good starting point for virtualization, getting used to things. So here we go. So the first way I will show you to start up a virtual machine is in normal mode. So once you've either installed the operating system yourself or imported an instance of a virtual machine that you either downloaded or stored previously, this is how you start it. So you go to this, there's multiple ways you can do it. The first way is here in the start menu, and you can select normal, headless, or detachable. And again, I'll like to just right click and do start. If you just hit the start button, it will by default start in normal mode. So this is typically how I start. I'll just like click the start mode and it'll start normal. So you'll see a window open up, and this is the operating system that is booting up. And depending on how you have it installed, you may be prompted which instance or kernel to boot into.